Kurt Cobain was arrested twice as a teenager. The first time he was arrested was for spray painting Ain't Got No Whatchamacallit on the side of this building in 1985. This being the former Seafirst Bank building in Aberdeen. Today there is a social service organization operating from the building. The second time he was arrested was for going up onto the roof of this building in 1986. This building was just an abandoned building at the time. As of the time of this recording, the building is currently vacant. When it comes to Aberdeen, there are a few well-known Nirvana locations. The Yonge Street Bridge, Kurt Cobain's old houses, the Welcome to Aberdeen sign, and others, but these two places where Kurt Cobain was arrested are two of the lesser-known spots. Understandably, there aren't any signs or indicators anywhere that state that Kurt was arrested at either of these two locations. The mid-80s was an important time in Kurt Cobain's life for a variety of reasons, one of them being this was the point where Kurt really started to find himself as a musician. As such, I want to read to you a passage from Gillian Gigar's Nirvana biography Entertain Us, where one of the early stages of Nirvana's formation is discussed. Quote, in September 1986, Kurt moved into a small house at 1000 East 2nd Street in Aberdeen, universally referred to as The Shack, due to its dilapidated condition. It quickly became as much of a hangout for their friends as Dale Crover's home had been, with the added benefit of having no parental figures around. Chris was already Kurt's most frequent jamming partner, but it took them a while to find another member for their nascent group. They rehearsed with one friend, Bob McFadden, upstairs at Maria's Hair Design, the beauty parlor owned by Chris' mother. Other musicians came and went, as the two constantly rejigged the lineup, including who played with which instrument. Sometimes Kurt and Chris switched from their usual guitar and bass roles to drums and guitar, respectively. Kurt was really good on drums, Chris recalls. They also toyed with the idea of putting together a Creedence Clearwater Revival covers band, but like many of their ideas, it came to nothing. That was a ploy to make money, Chris explains. Play in a tavern like a bar band, but we thought we'd play cool songs. It was just something to do to screw around on the side. We played once or twice and got bored with it. They finally approached Aaron Burkhardt, a drummer they'd met at Melvin's practices. According to Matt Lukin, he and Buzz had briefly considered Aaron as Mike Dillard's replacement in the Melvins, but decided against it in part because of Aaron's mustache, the bane of punk rockers. Aaron, older than both Kurt and Chris, had grown up in West Seattle and moved to Aberdeen in his mid-teens, where he played in a local band called Soon. Aaron lived behind Dale Crover's house across an alley dubbed Swagger Alley. I used to go over and watch the Melvins practice a lot, he says. Every time they practiced, I was over there. It was just something to do. I was amazed at how loud they were. Aaron was also hanging out at Kurt's shack. Despite being a staunch metalhead, I was into Motley Crue and AC/DC, and Kurt was more into the punk scene, he says. Aaron agreed to join the fledgling band. I'd heard that Kurt was a guitar player and that Chris was a bass player, he says. I never heard him play before. The day I joined the band, I didn't have no drums, so we went out to a friend's house and he set me up with some drums. And we went over to Kurt's house and practiced the same night. It was an early indication of Kurt's single-minded focus on rehearsal. Kurt was just a stickler for practicing, Aaron says. We practiced a lot, every day for hours. Once Kurt got off work, it was practice non-stop. It was pretty crazy. Sometimes we played the same song over and over until Kurt got it right, Aaron recalls. In Kurt Cobain's words, we would play the set and then I would just start playing the songs again right away without ever looking up to see if those guys wanted to play them again. Kurt later told Michael Azarad, I'd just whip them into shape. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you see, make sure to subscribe for more. All the videos on this channel are original. I'm the one conducting all the interviews and editing all the videos together, so if you guys like what you see and you want to support, the best way to do so is honestly just to subscribe. Lots more to come.